Okay, we're back. So hopefully now you have your character created. You have the character that you're going to put out on your stage, which is of course our Hooli in the character blueprint, which we're looking at here. We were able to assign our mesh. In my case, it's the Hooli 1830 mesh to our character. And we created a camera in there in the blueprint. And we put it right in front of our Hooli so that, again, let's just do this so you kind of get the concept. There's our stage. I'm not playing anything, by the way. This is just the viewport that you see out here. I'm going to go ahead and drag the Hooli in there. And this little insert window here is showing what the camera sees, okay? And so you see what that's going to look like. So for now, again, we're not playing or doing anything, and I manually just dragged our Hooli in to our viewport so that we can kind of see what's going on there. But let's go ahead and get it so that when we play our scene and things start to happen, that our Hooli appears in there. To do that, I'm going to use a game mode. So first, if you right-click and you click the Blueprint Classes again, we're going to add a Blueprint class, and it's going to be a Game Mode base class. And so we'll call this Hooli Game Mode. And again, it's a blueprint. So it comes up just like the Hooli. It's a blueprint class. And in our case, this is a Game Mode blueprint class. Now, one change we're going to make to it. I'm going to open this up. And on the right, we'll see all the different load states and classes. There's something called a default pawn class. If you click on that, we want to find our Hooli. So here it is. Hooli 1830 is the character that we created. We want to assign that as the default pawn class that loads in this game mode. Now, save and compile. In all the blueprints, you're always saving and compiling, and green is good, and you'll see a note down here that everything is okay. If you saved and compiled that correctly, you can close it out. Now, what we want to do for our game, I'm going to save all this too, save often. When I hit the project settings button, and I go to the project settings basically, there's something called maps and modes. So what I want to do here is I want to set the game mode, the default game mode, to the Hooli game mode that we just created. What that'll do is it'll set all these game mode properties, in this case Hooli 1830. So when you hit play, the default character that loads, and again, we're not building a game here with lots of characters, although we may bring in multiple Hoolis, right? That'd be fun. We could bring multiple ones in and they can have different animations, and that's all part of this. For now, we're going to focus just on bringing our one Hooli in. So now, if I go, and if this works, it should be fine. If I go and play, voila, there's our Hooli. Why? Well, this is our character that we created, the character blueprint. We assigned it to the Hooligan mesh that we loaded in via our FBX file. And we created a game mode, so when you start this scene, you start this game, you basically use our Hooli game mode template, which says this is the default character. And again, we have a camera pointing directly at our Hooli here. So nothing super exciting here, but kind of cool. You know, we got our Hooli in our scene. We can start to add some textures and do some cool stuff. So that's it for now. You should hopefully have your Hooli set up. And when you hit play, your game is showing your Hooli. And now next video, we'll go ahead and put some textures on that so our Hooli starts to look more like the Hooligan that we know and love.